What's up, Cowboy Nation? How you all doing out there? First and foremost, I want to say welcome back to whoever's on here right now. My significant other, my fiance, unfortunately could not be with me for this live stream, but she will be back. Don't you worry, you guys know she'll be here. Um, Definitely be back for the game, maybe even tomorrow. So just a lot of scheduling situations. Now, guys, I'm gonna wait a couple minutes to make sure we get a couple more people in here as we start this thing up. I wanted to again ask if you guys think the audio looks, the audio sounds a little better, as well as the video. So let me know if you guys can tell. Hey, how you doing? Can't fly. Audio is really low. All right, let me see what I can do about that. Any better? It should be better. No? Hello, hello. Well, I'll do my best. I might have to take this off here. Give me 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 minuto. All right, you guys still there? Hello, hello. Can you hear me better? Let's see. Same stream, right, everybody? I think we're in the same stream, so yep, we are. All right, so as we let a couple people get in here, let me just make sure that it sounds good over here on this side of things. And we will kick this thing off. Got a bunch of news here for you guys. And let me know if the audio is still low, and let me know if the video looks any better. So, okay. Just giving a quick check here. All right. Does sound a little low. I'm not sure if you guys hear it, but let me know how it sounds. First off, let me go and start this thing off with Thursday's final training camp in Oxnard. Let's see. Okay, so we have a question here. The update on Zeke. Well, the update on Zeke, not really much. Not really much going on today with Zeke. Most of it's going to be, what's up? It's not a new haircut. It's the same old, same old. Just no hat today. But no, Zeke, very little about him right now. The only thing that we kind of heard today about Zeke, and it's not about his suspension and about his appeal. It's the fact that he's not going to play this Saturday. There's a good chance that he's not going to play this Saturday. So, unfortunately, we will still not get to see Zeke the freak out in the field. I think they're just trying to, reel him in right now, give McFadden some more touches, get him some more reps in hitting. So guys, how's the audio here? Is it any better? And how's the video going? Is it decent? Just throwing this out there for some suggestions and some advice here, if it's as good or not. It's a little delayed, so I'll wait. All right. So anyways, that's the update with Zeke, guys. It looks like they're just going to run a lot of Darren McFadden on this next game. So thank you. They're going to run a lot of Darren McFadden this next game. And they're going to basically, just not play Zeke this game against the Colts on Saturday. Now, I do want to go back on something that happened yesterday. Thank you, Patrick. At the end of practice yesterday, we forgot to kind of mention this in our live stream from last night. Dak Prescott finished his team drills 18 for 18 passing, so he completed every single pass he threw yesterday at training camp. So fantastic. That's always good to hear. He wasn't so lucky today at practice. He did throw a couple of interceptions. I knew he did at least throw one. It was supposed to be like the play of the day today at Cowboys camp, and that was Orlando Scandrick, number 32. He's our veteran player. Hey, Eagle fan, what's up? I was watching your Eagles a little while ago. Whatever they showed. What up, Manuel Corona? I talked about Zeke already, guys. In case you didn't hear, he's not going to play this Saturday. The probability he's not going to play. Barry B, what's up? Yeah, I agree. We're going to talk about those injuries in a minute. Wifey, yes. My fiance is unable to do this right now. She's with her son right now, taking care of him. So, I just needed to throw this out there. We're kind of busy running around, so I'm throwing this together real quick for you guys. Just want to make sure the audio sounds okay. The video looks okay. I hope it's a slight upgrade at least. We're trying testing different things out. Spoke about Zeke, spoke about Dak. Again, played great yesterday, 18 for 18. But yeah, today he threw a pick. Orlando Scandrick, we like to see our defensive backs, especially our starters, looking good. And he's looking like he's definitely ready for this season. Number 32, Orlando Scandrick. He's our veteran. He's out there, really playing hard, and it's good to see. Now, let's see here. That's the news on that guy. Now they're going to run over to a rookie, guys, Marquez White, number 39. And as you guys know, he's missed a lot of time with a hamstring injury. I'm pretty sure it was hamstring. They're all pretty much hamstrings. And yeah, I mean, it just seems like Marquez White, he's the one we're going to look at as far as the rookie cornerbacks for this game on Saturday against the Colts. He'll be out there playing for sure. He had an interception in yesterday's practice. I'm assuming against Kellen Moore or Cooper Rush, because it wasn't against Dak. He was perfect yesterday. But so Marquez White is definitely playing for something. He's playing against Duke Thomas right now. It's really a battle between those two guys. And Duke Thomas looked really good the last game last week against the Rams. And so it's going to be a matchup between a fighter like Duke and then a rookie like Marquez. So it's going to be interesting to watch those two guys fight it on the field. Marquez White, number 39, and Duke Thomas, number 26. Now, let's talk about our other cornerback, okay? Good news, Anthony Brown, number 30. You recall he was injured in the Cardinal game. Now he's, not been practicing for a while. And now he's back in practice. He's with the first team. He's going full pads. He's a starting left cornerback as of right now for the Cowboys. So that's a good sign as well. Now let me run through some of these questions here. Eagle fan, what do you think about the Eagles? Well, again, not trying to divert too much. I'm wearing right now this guy right here, if you guys recall or know who this is. Don't worry. I think you guys know who this really is, but just for this season, for this video, it's Nolan Carroll. So we're going to try to give you an Eagles shout out there from your former player. But yeah, I watched a little bit of the Eagles. They look pretty good, I will say. It's all preseason, so you can't put too much weight into it. But they looked all right. It's preseason, and it's hard to really rate these things on their second preseason game. So, but they kind of cut it off on NFL Network, so I didn't get to see the whole thing there. So Anthony Brown, back at practice, he's starting left cornerback right now. It looks like they're penciling him in there right now as of this moment. Hey, what's up, my Cowboys family? Let's see, Manuel. We're gonna have a solid squad come opening game. I think we are. But again, these injuries are definitely slowing down the progress of our younger players, or the guys that are gonna have to play in this place of the suspended players. So that's an unfortunate situation. But I don't know. I think our offense is where it all starts and ends, especially with our offensive line. And if they get the job done, I truly think that they could control the clock and give our defense a chance to become more aggressive on the passing game and then make some things happen. We saw some things happen with the way they were flying across the field against the Rams in the last preseason game. So I don't know. As far as their biggest need, Patrick, Cowboys' biggest need, I mean, I would say defensive pass rusher. That's our biggest need right now, honestly speaking. I mean, we have a lot of guys out there as well at cornerback. A lot of a mix and match group of players. I think we'll be okay in that sense. But when it comes to where we don't have any real players, and that's our defensive rush, especially with DeMontre Moore going to be gone for 2 games and David Irving gone for 4. Those are probably our best 2 guys. DeMarcus Lawrence hasn't really come through the last couple of years. He's had injuries. You have Benson Mayowa, which I think he will be coming through this year. So look for him. He was our sack leader last year in a rotational defensive line. So I think we'll be okay. But again, if you want something, what's our biggest concern, I'd say that. Let me go back to the updates from today's camp. Ryan Switzer, I'm sure everybody wants to talk about him. Still the same news as yesterday. In fact, it's almost certain he's not going to play on Saturday against the Colts, which is a shame. I know we all want to see him out there, but I'd rather see him miss this game because I know he's got the talent. The coaches see him in practice. They know what he can do. It's more or less just getting him out there at least 1 or 2 times. So we got 2 more chances to see him out there, especially returning punts. Speaking of the punt returns, Cole Beasley was out there doing the majority of those today. So look forward to seeing him. Probably takes a lot of those punts in the early part of this preseason game. There's a good chance that, obviously he's going to be the replacement in case something happens to Switzer. But if for some reason something sketchy with him at the beginning of the season, you will see Cole Beasley back there probably returning punts. If Jordan Lewis is back and he ever gets back on the field, again, it's these, like you said, these injuries. It's concerning, but someone like him also can return punts as well. Well, let's see here. What's up, Hello Newman? Nice to see you back. I'm just going to touch on the injuries right now. Just saying that Anthony Brown is back on the first. He's a starting cornerback right now, as a left cornerback for the Cowboys. And I talked about Ryan Switzer. Let me see here. It looks like Switzer's going to probably play on against Oakland next week. So look forward to that. That's always an interesting game when we play the Raiders. It's always some kind of fighting going on. But again, this week it looks like it's going to be Cole Beasley returning punts in the beginning of the game. Now let's roll over to Let's see. I'm going to go to Jeff Heath since we're talking about defense here a little bit. Jeff Heath, our safety, number 38. I don't have any confidence in this guy. Still need to see more from him. His poor tackling. He seems to only come around when the Bucs play. When we play the Bucs. So, I mean, I'm not sure. Funny thing is, though, today, there's a little funny thing here. He did kick a 25-yard field goal today in practice. So that was interesting to see. I'm sure everyone got a kick out of that, and might as well cut our backup punter kicker because I guess Jeff Heath can kick a 25-yard field goal in a pinch. So, sticking on defense, let's see what we got here. Jalen Smith, our man. He's the main guy I'm going to say to watch this weekend, especially in our defense. We want to see number 54 out there. His first game in over a year and a half. He's ready to get out there. He's chomping at the bit. I cannot wait to see him out there. He's going to be flying all over the field. He looks fantastic in practice, barring any setbacks from his injury or any new injuries. I think he's going to be a beast out there. He's going to be a monster in the regular season, and more so as we get on through, like, as he gets comfortable, he sets himself in there, gets more confidence throughout the season. I think by midseason, he'll be starting full time. Today's practice, they actually had the three starters being Jalen Smith, Hitchens, and Damian Wilson. So no Durant. No, of course, Sean Lee today took a vet day. We'll talk about him in a minute. But no injuries from that side. They just put those guys in there. But it's a good sign to see Jalen Smith starting in there as a middle linebacker, playing with the first team at linebacker. So that's fantastic. And again, just the fact that he's at this level right now, where he's going to be able to play a game with all the situations that went on with his knee and his nerves and all his tendons and ligaments, it's fantastic and really a great credit to all his trainers and his surgeons and all the people that worked on him 24/7 to get him back to this level, and to himself as well, because you got to give him the credit to push himself to this point. So can't wait to see you out there, number 54, Jalen Smith. He'll be playing middle linebacker. Let's see here. Do I look like I just do stand-up comedy? You're funny. Yeah, no, definitely going to be Barry B. I'm definitely planning on doing some of those. Some of these collabos. I'm just trying to take it easy right now, and the whole family here, our family, is trying to take it easy with collabos right now. I did a couple of them on other people's collabs, but we're just trying to keep it with Cowboy news, and some back and forth chat with Cowboy fans, and also the Cowboy non-fans. That's fine too. So let's see here. Dallas videos, either was suspension impacts the season. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Let's see, Manuel Corona. What's the word on our vet Durant? Durant, he's taking another vet day. They're just still working him. He probably won't even play. He almost definitely will not play this weekend. I just think that he's going to be one of our flex linebackers. He could play all three of linebacker positions on our 4-3 defense. So I think we're good there, and I think that he's going to actually help us a lot this season. And again, with the suspension of Damian Wilson, it's going to be. I mean, we don't know what it's going to be yet, but he's going to be suspended whenever it happens. I mean, we'll have him in there to plug in that spot. I have confidence in him when the time comes around, comes for him to perform and get out on the field. Let's see here. Cooper Rush as the man behind Prescott. Man, Chase, good question. Man, I don't know yet. I don't want to jump the gun. I like just the way Cooper Rush looks out there on the field. He looks like a confident quarterback. I know he's playing against lesser talent. But when you have Kellen Moore out there, I have zero confidence in him. I've always said that since 3 years ago, and I just still don't see it in him. He hasn't shown me a thing. He just shows weak arm strength. I mean, Rico Gather's injury the other day was because he could not throw a bullet pass where it needed to be. He threw it died in the middle of its pass. You can go check out Shango's webpage on that and his YouTube channel, and you'll see he made a video on it how it kind of took a nosedive. It kind of was looked like a wounded duck. And I've been saying that. You can look at our live streams. I mean, every pass, half his passes look that way. His receivers make his catches make his catches for him, make his completions go up. So in my opinion, that job is way open right now for Cooper Rush. I just worry about, is he still have obviously he doesn't have the experience. So is he going to be able to handle it if he has to step in for 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 games or more? I mean, will he be able to do that? Kellen Moore, we know he can't. So I guess when you're picking between those two, I kind of hope we keep Rush on the team. And remember, guys, if we cut one of these quarterbacks, and that's the other thing that's kind of tricky, if we cut Kellen Moore or even Cooper Rush, the Giants are going to pick him up probably and just put him on temporarily, get the information they want from him, get him a short-term contract, and he'll give up some information on us. He's our quarterback. He knows what we do and how we do it. So we got to be careful about that too. That's something to think about. Let me try to go down on some of these questions, guys. Yeah, I don't do stand-up comedy, but thank you, Patrick, for that. Dun-dun-dun. Let's see here. How about them Cowboys? There was any one guy I would sign to convert to running back. Besides a guy with Megatron. All right, yeah, you guys talk about that. Let's see here. It's unrealistic. I can dream about it. Yeah, you can't dream about that. Half of them Cowboys. I don't know about Megatron being a running back. Michael Vick though. It's found injury report. Yeah, exactly, Newman. Yeah, I'm gonna run those through for you right now. We have a slow start to the season. Well, okay, so let's jump to the injuries, guys. Did not practice today at all. Sean Lee, veteran day and also hamstring, so he's been dealing with that. Ryan Switzer, as we spoke about already, hamstring. We have tight end Rico Gathers, concussion protocol still in there, so no practice for him. We have our cornerback Chidobe Awuzie Cheeto. He unfortunately is still dealing with a hamstring and ankle injury. We have Jordan Lewis dealing with a hamstring. Again, these guys were on the field working, but doing individual drills, but not doing team drills, no hitting. And again, not like people like Sean Lee did not play at all. Again, I'm going to say like Tyrone Crawford did not play at all. Cedric Thornton, he was just general soreness. He better get his butt on the field or he's going to lose his spot, which I think he really lost it. He'll just be one of the rotational defensive tackles. Benson Mayowa, now, he's been in and out with his knee swelling up. We got to make sure I think we had to keep him good. So he has a knee issue. They kept him out today, hopefully just precautionary. But I don't expect to see him out there this weekend. I do want to see Stephen Paya out there. I still keep saying that, number 55. The guy looks fantastic on defense in training camp, doing all sorts of crazy things out there. I'm telling you guys, Stephen Paya, he's going to be one of these, like surprise players of the season on our defense. And I don't care who's in that defense playing, rookies or not. He's getting in there. He's beating Travis Frederick. He's beating Zach Martin. He's beating, he beat 2 weeks ago, he beat Tyron Thompson Tyron Smith a bunch of times. So, guys, get ready for number 55. Whenever we see him, I hope it's soon. But they're holding him out for a reason. And he's got some soreness here and there as well. But when he comes out there, you're going to notice him. Number 55. Keep an eye on him. Stephen Paya. I'm going to jump over here to, let's see. I just wanted to make a quick mention about our defense. We have a Deacon defense set, which is basically a dime. It's like a 3-4 kind of dime defense. It's weird. We have 3 linemen in the front. When David Irvin's going to be a nose tackle in that lineup. I don't know who's going to start the season at that, but we used it a lot last year, this lineup, and it's basically three defensive linemen, 2 linebackers with one of those linebackers blitzing. So keep that in mind. We're going to have 6 defensive backs, and that's a lot. So, safeties and corners mixed up in there. So when you think about it, I know they've been running Irving at nose tackle with the front 3 guys, and they're using Hitchens as the blitzer. As the linebacker blitzer with Sean Lee as the other guy. Now, today they were working out Jalen Smith in that spot with Damian Wilson, if I recall. Yep, those 2 guys were playing at that Deacon defense formation. So that's good to know, and it's an altered dime package. That's important, guys. We used that a lot last year. We're going to have 6 defensive backs out there. Anthony Brown, Skandrick. We have Nolan Carroll out there. We have Byron Jones, Jeff Heath, Xavier Woods. Kevon Frazier, we got a lot of guys that mix and match out there, and that's not counting the guys that are injured, like Chidobe, Jordan Lewis. I keep going. We got a lot of guys out right now. So, anyways, guys, that's kind of like the lineup right now for that Deacon defense. Keep that in mind, though. When you hear that called, you hear that talked about. That's an altered dime package, and it's a lot of defensive backs on that play on that formation. Now let's see here. Just trying to check this out here. I told you guys, Cole Beasley was returning that. Let's see. Now, I just want to do one last thing. Our offensive lineman. We'll start off with Dan Skipper. I know a lot of people talk about him. Listen, he's 6'10". I think he's awesome. I think he will show enough to make the practice squad on the Cowboys. And, I hope kind of he makes the starting 53, but it's going to be tough with the whole situation and the suspensions and the fact that we need, if Zeke's gone, we're going to need an extra spot here and there for running backs. So it's going to be tough for him to make the 53. I hope he kind of does. He looks massive out there. He's a monster. He plays mean. He plays tough. We like to see that. So in my opinion, I think it's good that we can keep him around somehow, even if it's practice squad. Now, the big battle, of course, let me go with our first spot, which is our right tackle, which is La'el Collins, number 71. Looking great out there. They're saying he's playing fantastic. He's locked up that spot, pretty much is what I'm hearing. So it looks good that we got 4 out of 5 monsters linemen set in stone right now. So we're good to go with that. The spot is our weak link is our left guard. Of course, Ronald Leary left last year to Denver. We had to fill in that spot. Now, Chaz Green was supposed to be that guy. He got hurt. He's been out a long time. He's just finally coming back. And yesterday and the day before yesterday, he was working as the left tackle behind Tyron Smith, but he was starting because Tyron Smith's not in the practices right now. He's just resting his back. So Chaz Green was getting some work there. Today's practice, he got some work at left guard.
and he basically got all the work at left guard. He still has something to, some stuff to figure out, and I think he'll get there. But it's important to watch him during this preseason game coming up. He's number 79. Keep an eye on him. I think he's going to be somebody that can definitely push away Cooper and Bell. Maybe we just keep one of those two guys on our offensive line as a swing guy. And it looks like Bell might be the guy. So we'll see. And again, Cooper is a backup center for us too at times if Looney's hurt or cannot play. So there's a lot of things to do with these guys, a lot of things to watch with our offensive line. But at least feel confident, guys. We have 4 out of our 5 guys, and they're like almost 3 of them are Pro Bowlers, and 1 might be. So that's a good sign. And then if Chaz Green can even perform a little bit better than Cooper and Bell, he's going to win that spot, and we're going to look fantastic on that offensive line. And that's where we're going to win the games. It's not going to be defense, not going to be running backs. It's going to be our offensive line, and that's going to give us all the ability to win. That's where it's going to start and end with right there, guys. Now, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as the updates for today, let me go with you guys and see what's going on. Barry B, slow start. Yep. Okay, let's see. How about them Cowboys? The Giants won't pick up Kellen Moore. Get that info out of your head. Really? They have Josh Johnson, Geno Smith. Yeah, you never know. I mean, I've seen the Giants, Redskins, and Eagles pull that kind of garbage on us in the past and on other teams. So I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I mean, again, guys, this just might be a 1-week signing for the Giants or a team like that wants to get information on us. I know Holloway, I want to say, and again, I think Eagle fan also said that earlier. I did see Darby do fantastic. He showed up his old team, the Bills. It was really nice. He did really well. I will say, the defense is looking good in there in Philly, so we're going to watch for that. Keep an eye on that. How about them Cowboys? Is a cornerback targeted I have for the Cowboys, Sean Smith. Raiders should avoid trading him. Yeah, I know. The Raider, he's looking like jail time right now. So, I mean, if he's guilty, and we don't know how that whole thing works. We've seen him with Zeke firsthand, so we got to wait and see how that plays out. But, yeah, the NFL could suspend him now. Not now, but they could suspend him if they feel there's enough evidence against him, which would be unfair, I think. But they can do that. Yes, Amy can fly. I like Paya. I agree. Thank you for being on board with me. Holloway, another sack for Derek Barnett. Okay, well, there you go. See, you guys, their defense is coming together. And, good for you guys, not good for us. But we'll keep an eye on that throughout the season. This is preseason, so when the regular season starts and the real games start, we shall see what happens. Mike Vick would be a great running back. I mean, again, I kind of mentioned that Vick would be a good transfer. I think Calvin Johnson, Megatron would be too big to be a running back. He looked great out there, but he's get crushed by a linebacker, snapping him in half. Now Vic is again, he's a little smaller. He's fast and strong. He can get out there. He's so quick. So I think as a running back, he'd be better. But again, this is all fantasy kind of what ifs, and yeah, I like to stick with Dallas Cowboys stuff. Yeah, well, Lucky White has not so lucky. He's done for about 5 or 6 weeks with a broken foot, I think, or broken ankle on the Jets. Projections for the starters on defense. I actually had mentioned this in an older one. I'll go through that real quick. Barry B, here's what I think as far as our defense. Let me just check one thing here, okay? All right, give me a second, guys. All right, so as far as what I think, and the starting defense, it's going to be, again, we have a rotational front line, so that's going to change. We're going to have DeMarcus Lawrence, number 90. We're going to have Stephen Paya, number 55. We're going to have Malik Collins, and what number is he? 96, I think. He's number 96, and then I think we have our other defensive end will be Benson Mayowa, number 93. That's my prediction. We're gonna have Taco Charlton coming in on rotation. We're gonna have, eventually, of course, Irving, when he comes back, he might even be starting, so you're gonna see him in the game. Demontre Moore definitely playing on the other side, I think, whether it's behind one or the other. He's gonna come in for someone like, let's say, Benson Mayowa or DeMarcus Lawrence will be coming out for Taco, that kind of stuff. So those guys are going to rotate. And the inside, we still have Cedric Thornton back there. And we still have, I think we have Tapper as an end as well. When Tyrone Crawford comes back, he can play inside, outside. So this is all rotational, and all these guys are going to be used. Linebackers, obviously Sean Lee without question. We're going to have Hitchens without question. Those two guys are solid starters. They're going to be there full time. Hi, Purple Gaming. Shout out to Purple Gaming. So back to linebackers though. Sean Lee, we're gonna have Hitchens out there for sure, and then our third linebacker, because we have a 4-3 lineup, it's gonna be we got to wait and see. But right now, I think we're gonna start off well. If Wilson's still not suspended, he'll be starting probably. But watch for Jalen Smith. He can make that move. I think him being out there would be fantastic. Also, of course, Justin Durant. I think Justin Durant has a chance that he also gets out there if he can play at least a game or two in preseason, which he should. It's all precautionary. It's like an elbow injury, but it's just really just being an old man. So that's the situation with our linebackers. Now, our cornerbacks, that's going to be the interesting one. But I think Skandrick is going to start on one side. We're going to have Anthony Brown starting on the other side, in my opinion. Our slot guy, if Jordan Lewis can get out there and play, it looks like they're trying to work him in that spot. If not him, then you can bet that Awuzie is going to probably get out there. You also have Nolan Carroll, who can go out there and play as well. So, I mean, we got a lot of guys. And, again, it's also going to be if we have a nickel package, we have a dime package. We're going to throw a lot of these guys I just mentioned out there. Of course, you have Marquez White, who's going to probably fight with Duke Johnson to see that last cornerback spot. Leon McFadden probably won't make the team, and a couple other guys. I mean, I'm not sure about how those guys are going to fare as far as our cornerback spots. Safety spots, we're going to, of course, start with Byron Jones. To me, he's our leader back there in the defensive backfield. Jeff Heath's the penciled-in projected starter. I never liked him. We need more from him, in my opinion, for me to have any kind of confidence in him. But if he falters, you're going to see someone like Xavier Woods out there, I think. You're going to see, unfortunately, I'm not really confident about him either, but Kevon Frazier, number 35, you might see him out there. He's played decently. But Xavier Woods, he's raw talent, and he's already this good. So just look for him to really make a push at that spot if Heath starts to falter. I hope, of course, that Heath plays fantastic and is a Pro Bowler, but let's be realistic. I haven't seen much from him in the multiple years he's been here. He's a good special teams player, but that's not all. That's not all that that we should get from a guy that is going to be on our 53-man roster. And let's see here. Let me see. So let's see. Amy can fly. How about them Cowboys, White? Okay, you guys are talking. Good. You guys can discuss that. I'm not going to get into the chat stuff in there. Okay, Purple Gaming. Yeah, hey, listen, we're going to shut this down in like 20 minutes or so, so probably not going to do a lot of modding. We already got a mod in there, but thank you, though. Let me see if I can do it for you real quick. If I can, it's all good. Let's see. Give me 1 minute, guys. And in about 5 seconds, it should work. Let's see. There you go. Should be working now. Let me know. And anything you guys want to discuss, let me know, because I kind of went through everything already. All the updates from camp. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this upcoming game. We're going to be seeing a lot more guys out there. Jalen Smith, of course, is the big name. We'll see if Rico Gathers can get out there. I unfortunately cannot see him making it out there after the concussion. They don't want to risk anything, and he's still in the protocol. I mean, it is Thursday night, so, Friday, Saturday, I don't know if he's going to be ready for that. They don't want to rush him in. But it's a lot of things to look forward to. Of course, our running game, our offensive lineman that I mentioned already, our left guard spot still open. Let's see if Chaz Green can put it together and get it done without getting hurt. Our receivers were good. We're going to see Dak out there for the first time. We're looking forward to see that, of course. He was 18 for 18 yesterday in our training camp team drill to end the camp yesterday. So he had a perfect passing rating there. And so let's see here. Barry B, Kevin Frazier, you like him? They like him? I agree. Definitely, he'll never see. I think that Kevon Frazier has already reached his pinnacle. From here on out, it's either staying the same or going down. You got someone like Xavier Woods. I mean, he's a raw rookie from a small college. He's going to have such a big upside right now, and he can cover. I've seen him cover Rico Gathers, and he's had, even though Rico got some catches on him, he's still fighting him in there. He's like a little gnat, a little fly that gets in your face. You just keep swatting at it. And I'm telling you guys, Xavier Woods, he's definitely I think for like next year, you're going to see him really breaking out. I think this year it's going to see some growing pains, but I think that he's going to make a push at that Jeff Heath spot at safety. Byron Jones, monster year. I agree 100,000%. They're going to have to give him a big extension. I think that with Sean Lee, he's like the team captain on defense, but Byron Jones is going to be that next guy stepping up. Especially, and I'm going to tell you, I've said this before, some people laugh at me, some people agree with me, but I think Byron Jones will be a Pro Bowler this season if the Cowboys can be ranked 15th or 14th or higher on defense, kind of like they were last year. If we can keep it around there, Byron Jones will make a Pro Bowl. I have confidence in that this year. That's my big, guess. A big prediction. Jameel Showers, he can play. Of course, he's playing safety right now, number 28. He was our quarterback for the last couple of seasons as our third, fourth quarterback, and he made the practice squad pretty much every year. I don't know if there's enough spots for him to make the team. So it's it's going to be something tough. Now the fact that he can play quarterback, the fact that he could be that third emergency quarterback, wouldn't be a bad idea to keep, let's say, Cooper Rush and then Jamil Showers. But is he given us enough on special teams and at the safety position to is it worth keeping him? I mean, at our safety spots, we have Byron Jones, Jeff Heath, Xavier Woods. We have Robert Blanton, I know, is back there. Kevon Frazier is back there. And then who? We kind of drop off there. So, I mean, someone like Jamil Showers would be like the next guy in line. Now, do we have that many spots? No. Do we cut a Kevon Frazier and keep Jamil Showers because he's a quarterback and he can do that in a pinch? That's why we watch the games, guys. That's what we're going to watch in 2 days. Let's see if he can earn himself a spot. Remember, guys, the cuts are not going to be incremental. The cut's going to go from like 90 players to 53 like the last week of the preseason. So it's just one big cut. So they get to really check out all their players throughout this entire game. That's why it's really interesting to see when these teams, especially your team, goes deep, like the Cowboys, and our team goes deep, and we get to see who they have and who's playing. It's really interesting to see, and you can see what the coaches are seeing as well, and who's going to make that team or not, who has the inside track of making the team. Yeah, I know it wasn't his fault for the Packers' loss. I'm just going to say that straight up about Byron Jones. Thank you. How about them Cowboys for that comment? You guys got to remember, he followed the tight end, Cooks, across the field, all the way across the field. From one point of view to the other. I mean, Aaron Rodgers had like 7 seconds to throw the ball. You cannot allow, I don't care if you're Deion Sanders, you're not going to cover somebody every single time across the field when you're letting the quarterback out of the pocket and not applying much pressure to him. That's why. That's where the fault comes in, not with Byron Jones. I don't blame him for that. He had him covered for the whole 3/4 of that play, and someone either has to pick him up or someone has to get the sack on the quarterback, one or the other. Cowboys draft class going to be the best draft class in history, maybe in top 10 in history. Yeah, no, I mean, definitely with Dak and that whole group, Tapper, Anthony Brown. I mean, all these guys, Zeke, of course. These guys, it's going to be, it's by far, it's our best draft in a bunch of years, if not history, for our team, and maybe, in the whole NFL. I agree. This year is not too shabby either, I believe, especially when we need these guys to step up. But let's see what happens when these guys come back from injury, and if we can really keep a bunch of guys out there, from the rookies that really can perform and show that they deserve to be out there. As long as they fly to the ball and get aggressive, I like our chances on our defense to get a top 14, top 10 kind of defense. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Well, if Jalen Smith can be a star linebacker, it's going to change everything. But don't again, pump the brakes. I always say this, pump the brakes. Jalen Smith is not going to be a superstar out there right away. I don't believe so. I think he's going to look fantastic. I think we got to still take it easy with him and ease him in. Remember, those nerves are still regenerating. He's got another 5 or 6 months of that at least. That's the whole season. So we got to keep him out there, keep him healthy. If we want to see him next year, I think next year he might be a breakout star, beast mode. And again, if we can get even closer to the Super Bowl this year, next year we're taking the Super Bowl. I almost said something there I didn't want to say. Sorry. So let me just check this out, guys. I think we're about 40 minutes in right now. Cooper Rush, I know. I can't wait to see this guy tomorrow. I hope they really put him against better talent on the opposing, against the opposing team, because we really need to see him, not against third stringers and fourth stringers. I think we need him to see him against, second stringers at least, backups. Maybe a couple starters in there, So let's see how that goes. I am looking forward to seeing Cooper Rush on Saturday. Guys, I just want to, again, I haven't even said this once yet. First off, we have like 10 or 11 people. Hit like if you guys can. I'm just reminding you guys, hit the like button. Since if you're watching this and you're hanging on here with us, we appreciate that. Of course, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to make sure you guys get these updates and stuff. Rack City, what's up? It's all right. Hey, listen, I'm wrapping this up in about 5 or 10 minutes, so I went through everything. A lot of you guys might have to catch the replay when the stream is over. I leave these things up so you guys can catch up on the news and whatever the other guys miss. Maybe I picked up something that fell through the cracks. Maybe you guys know it already. If you have any questions, ask away now. There's about 10 minutes left before I'm going to shut this down. It is a work school night, so I'm kind of exhausted. So let's see here. As far as this game coming up, I mean, Cooper Rush, I can't wait to see him play. I can't wait to see Marquez White play. Of course, as we just talked about already, Jalen Smith. But I also want to see what happens with Chaz Green. That's a big one, guys. We need to get that offensive line shored up. And we got Collins now kind of sitting there in stone, and he's looking really good. Green needs to fill in that spot because Jonathan Cooper, and Byron Bell, it's a bit of a scary situation. Yeah, I know. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's a tough thing to try to get all these things hooked up together and get it going. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm doing my best I can out here. Like I said, another 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to shut it down. But I appreciate all the comments and the questions, and you guys just chilling and watching with me here, even if you're just watching. Hit the like, subscribe if you haven't. Fantasy football at the bottom here, 20-team league. It's all in the description. The link is in the description. We actually have like 12 teams already, guys, 13 teams. It's filling up fast. So, again, just for fun, you could be a great, veteran like myself when it comes to fantasy. You can be, a newbie, somebody doesn't know it, just wants to give it a try. Jump on there, register through Yahoo if you have to, if you don't have an account, and sign up for our team, for our league. I'm sorry, for our fantasy league. 20 teams. I've never done 120 teams, so this will be interesting. It'll be definitely an interesting draft. We're going to do a live draft. It's going to be, probably a minute per pick. So be on your computers and be ready. It's going to go fast, but it's going to be a lot of players, a lot of teams, and it's going to be definitely interesting. So keep in mind that, guys. The link is in the description below, and click on there and sign up and join our fantasy football league, where there'll be a little more trash talking in there. How many people in the league? 12 so far. I think the last I checked earlier this afternoon it was 12. Might be 13 now. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's building up. It's getting bigger. So. Again, we'll eventually get 20, and it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And again, guys, if you go to the stats on there, you'll see it's a points per reception league. You can check all that stuff out. I'll try to put a video up one of these days before the draft, which is September 2nd. It's a Saturday, September 2nd. I'm going to do my best to put something like that, a real quick video, in case you guys don't really understand what's going on. But it's a points per reception league. All the information is on the actual site in the league. You can check out information, scoring, that kind of stuff. It tells you how we do the scoring. So check it out if you like it and you want to do it for fun. Jump on in there, man. We appreciate it. I don't care if you're a Cowboy fan, Eagle fan, Redskin fan, or a Dirty Giant fan. All you guys are welcome. Come on in there and talk trash, and let's have some fantasy football fun. But number one, first and foremost, are the Cowboys, guys. Remember that. And I don't care if you're a Giants, Eagle, or Redskin fan, Cowboys come first. We're number one. Then all the other things in the fantasy stuff, I don't care. So, guys, again, I'm going to just say, I'll end this with the Zeke thing, because I know everyone wants to hear about that. But really not much news about Zeke today. Just the fact that he's not going to play against the Colts, it's almost a certainty. So don't expect to see him out there this weekend. He's not going to play. You will see Dak out there, though. He'll be playing hard, and he's dining out on the field. You're also going to see, Dez. You're probably going to see Witten. You're going to see probably even Chaz Green. He's going to probably start at left tackle and move him to left guard if Tyron Smith doesn't play, which I do not expect to see him out there. But while Dak's in there, he'll probably play left tackle, Chaz Green. So we'll see what happens with that. But I just want to keep an eye on our offensive line, that the left guard spot especially. I want to keep an eye on how Dak does in his first game this year. Our running backs, we got to keep an eye on them, but I have confidence in them. Someone like Rod Smith could have a breakout game. Watch for him. Hillman needs to do a lot to kind of keep himself in the running there in the running back position. But look for Rico Gathers if he's out there. He's hurt with the concussion, so might not see him out there. We're not going to see Ryan Switzer out there, so that's unfortunate as well. But it's better to be healthy, I guess, than we push them out there if they're not 100%, or at least close enough to not tear something to make things worse. Defense, Jalen Smith, obviously that's the number one thing we want to see. And we will see him do good, be healthy, and play hard. I mean, he's gonna definitely bust his butt out there. He's on a pitch count, which means he's only gonna have a certain number of plays. It might be 8, might be 10, might be 12, but he won't play much more than that. That's probably 3 or 4 drives at most, 1 or 2 at least. So keep an eye on number 54 out there tomorrow. I'm sorry, on Saturday. I always want to see if he's gonna play Stephen Paya. He still has not played, but I've seen him in training camp. He looks fantastic. So Stephen Pye, number 55, to me, is somebody I want to see. Of course, I know everyone wants to see Taco, so number 97. Keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on Malik Collins, on Charles Tapper, on, all the guys are on our defensive front, just to see how they do. I'd like to see Benson Mayowa out there, but I know he has a knee injury right now he's dealing with, so you might not see him out there. DeMarcus Lawrence, I'm not sure if he'll be out there, but, Cedric Thornton, he's kind of banged up. Again, guys, just keep an eye on our defensive front. That's important. Our linebackers, I already said Jalen Smith, no questions. Of course, we'll see Hitchens out there, and Damian Wilson and Kyle Wilbur and Mark Nasacha and a couple other guys. And we go to our defensive backs. The big guy we want to see right now is of course Anthony Brown starting. Orlando Scandrick is starting. Nolan Carroll's going to probably be out there a lot. And he looked good last week. I will say number 24 looked really good, Nolan Carroll. But Marquez White, when we go a little deeper, we want to see how he's going to perform. He's finally back. He's going to play in the game. You know, he missed one game. He'll be here for this one. We want to see how he does. And it's important for him because he's in a fight with Mr. Duke Thomas and number 26. One of those two guys will make this team probably, and one will not. So that one might end up in the practice squad, but won't make the team, the 53. So it's an interesting matchup there. And at safety's position, you know, I always say watch Heath's spot. Byron Jones that's sewed up, but Jeff Heath's spot, other than him being a 25-yard kicker, field goal kicker, which is what he did today in practice, you know, I don't think he's that great of a safety. He's good at special teams, but not safety as much. I don't have the confidence in him yet. So look to see how Xavier Woods does back there. Chidobe probably won't be playing, and neither will Jordan Lewis, which is a shame. And again, now we go to our backups on offense. I know I skipped over them real quick. Cooper Rush, guys, we got to watch that. That's a big battle. That's something you want to watch like the whole game after Dak leaves. You want to keep watching to see what's going on with Cooper Rush versus Kellen Moore. That's going to be an interesting matchup. And like I said, I really hope they put Cooper Rush in there against, maybe put him as a second quarterback this week and then throw in Kellen Moore to finish it up. You know, we'll see. I don't know. I'm hoping. You can hope, right? Let's see here. I'm going to go over a couple last questions. I'm shutting it down, guys, but I do appreciate everything. 26 is Duke Thomas. He looks good. He's in a battle out there with Marquez White, number 39. So watch those guys as the game gets into the later hours, as it gets deeper, as it gets to halftime. Watch for those guys. Watch for Cooper Rush and Kellen Moore when they play. You know, that's we talk about depth, and we got to see who's gonna emerge from these groups. I mean, of our different positions. So it's very important. Let's see. Dez over or under 1,500 yards? Very easy for me. And again, Cowboy fans might not like this, but Dez will have probably, especially if Zeke is not there, maybe he'll have it closer to that, but I don't think he's going to reach it. He's not going to reach 1,500 yards, not this season, because we're a run-first team, and we're still going to be that, even without Zeke. So no on Dez going over 1,500 yards this year. As far as the touchdowns, that's a little touchier because I do think that he will be used on the goal line. Everyone's going to stack the box. He's got one-on-one coverage. He can pretty much out-leap and outdo and out-muscle anybody, almost any cornerback out there every time. So I'm confident in him maybe getting close to that 10 touchdowns. That's more attainable. I think he can do that. First pick. I'm not a big college guy, guys, so you guys can discuss it within yourselves. So I don't know about the first picks, Eagle fan. I don't really follow. I follow NFL, not college. No offense. Nah, I'm not trying. I'm just saying. That's just me. I know a lot of people like college, and I know about the histories of these guys and our team and on the other teams. I don't follow until the draft day comes. Yeah. All right. How about them Cowboys? We'll see you guys. Listen, go on his page if you want. He's starting up Cowboys. We support all Cowboy YouTubers on here, all Cowboy viewpoints, trash talking ones, all startup ones, family friendly ones like this one. So just keep in mind, guys, we're going to be doing our live stream this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The Cowboys and Colts. It's Indianapolis Colts coming into Dallas, and they're going to play us, and that's Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. We're going to get on here in the live stream. It'll be myself. It'll be my fiance. It'll be my daughter. It'll be her son. All four of us will be here. Definitely 3 of us or 2 of us will definitely be here all the time watching the game with you guys. So just you can put it on NFL Network and check it that way. And that's really pretty much it. I mean, hit like, guys. If you enjoyed this video, I appreciate every single thumbs up and like that you guys give. So thank you for that. Subscribe if you have not. If you're new on this channel and you haven't seen much of this and you like what you're seeing, so hit subscribe. Hit the little notification button so you can get the notification when we go live, which is pretty much daily right now. And make sure you guys take a look at that little. Right here at the bottom, scrolling down there. If you want to help support us, all the information is there. But if you want to join our fantasy football league, the link is in our description, and it's going to be just a fun, family-friendly, but some trash-talking fantasy football league with 20 teams. So that'll be interesting, guys. Think about that quarterback situation. So, guys, thank you, Barry B. I appreciate it. Everybody out here, Manuel Corona. How about them Cowboys? Barry B. Eagle fans 767. Mr. Wright, what's up? Amy Can Fly, thank you. El Cuco, we got Purple Gaming. I appreciate all you guys out there and girls. Thank you so much. We're going to keep pushing through with this Cowboy thing. We'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. I'll do another one of these streams. Probably, hopefully we'll have the fiance. We'll be able to join us, and we'll go from there, guys. We'll definitely be looking forward to that Saturday game. So I'm going to watch a little more NFL Network and say bon voyage for the day. All right, guys, thanks again. Mr. Wright, hello. Again, hit like, subscribe, join the Fantasy Football League, and as always, now and forever, what is it? Go Cowboys, baby! Go Cowboys! Woo!